There is absolutely no excuse for the British or American governments that Israel is being completely, openly, explicitly clear about their intention. Their foreign minister, Eli Cohen, he today quoted as saying, at the end of this war, not only will Hamas no longer be in Gaza, but the territory of Gaza will also decrease. It is very clear what he means by that, which is that Israel intends to annex. It was published. If you take a look at this one, basically this is the foreign minister. He said, at wars, not only at the end of the war, not only that Hamas will be gone, but Gaza's territory will shrink. I mean, what does he mean by this? Well, you guessed it right. They want to take over entire Gaza. They want to take over entire Palestine, in other words. Let's take a read a little bit more here. Foreign Minister Eli Cohen tells Army Radio, at the end of this war, not only that Hamas will be gone, but also Gaza will decrease and it will shrink. The line is an indication of the speculation from some analysts that it is talking about, that the IDF will try and create a buffer zone inside Gaza to better protect Israel's interest. This is what they are trying to convince us about, that this is about the safety and security of Gazan people. But we know at the end of the day, this is not about safety and security of Gazan people. It is about taking the land from the Gazan people. That's what they are aiming for. So the illegal occupation of Gaza, that's because even though for now troops are not on its soil, so we are still waiting to see Israel sending troops in Gaza, ground troops, but they will do it soon. And when they do it, they will make sure that they also stay there. Once the tanks will enter into Gaza, it will stay there. They will stay there for, I do not know how long, until they make sure that some of the places, part of Gaza, is being annexed completely. So this is where they're heading to. And obviously, United Nations, they said this is illegal, but who cares? I mean, Israel doesn't care. US, they don't care. So they are controlling air, land, and sea, and the control of water, food, and basic supplies is controlled by Israeli. It is also guilty of the direct illegal occupation and colonization of the West Bank. Now, to quote, for example, UN Security Council Resolution 2334, the Security Council, I actually want to show you here the report so you can read with me. The Security Council reconfirmed this afternoon that Israel's establishment of settlements in Palestinian territory occupied since when? For a very long time, 1967, including East Jerusalem, had no legal validity, constituting a flagrant violation under international law and a major obstacle to the vision of two states living side by side. I mean, obviously that's not going to happen. Israel will never allow Palestinians to have their own state. This is an excuse they're going to use. Well, Hamas attacked us, so what should we do? We're going to go after entire Gaza Strip and its people and its military and this hospital and schools and other buildings. We're going to take complete control over these places. And then we are going to establish our rule, our hukum, and then we're going to kick them all out. And this is going to be the worst since 1967. When they established their own state in 1948, I believe, what they're doing now is worse or equal to what they did when they kicked out Palestinians originally, right? This is going absolutely crazy. So under the international law of a major obstacle to the vision of two states living side by side in peace and security within internationally recognized borders. Now there are around 700,000 Israeli settlers, 700,000, who live illegally in the occupied West Bank in 279 settlements. So the settlement number is actually growing. It was less than 200 a few years ago. But now, look, the number is growing. 279 settlements. That's grown from 52,000 since 2012. Wow, this is insane. So the number of people were 700,000 Israeli settlers. Now 52,000. Wow, 700,000. Sorry, it was 52,000, now 700,000. It's insane. Since 2012. Now, according to the UN, there have been 3,372 violent incidents by settlers, injuring 12,222 Palestinians last year. And they also violated the Masjid al-Aqsa, where the Palestinian would go and pray. They violated that place too. But guys, this report is a clear indication that the real plan of Israel is to take over Gaza, annex some part of it at least, and then eventually kick out all the Gazans and can take complete control over this territory. This is not looking good at all. We need to raise our voices. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.